I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to start off with kind of some boring things, but I really don't mention stuff that I buy like this that's in the beauty department that much, so I thought that I would, and let me know if you like to hear about it every now and again. So I was in Walmart and I seen the L'Oreal Everpure sulfate-free color care system, and this is the purple shampoo. I also got the conditioner, but it's in the bathroom, and I figured I'd just talk about the range because I got both the shampoo and the conditioner. So I just got my hair done, and I love like a purple shampoo that's so strong that it will tint my blonde hair with a hue of purple to it. There's something about it that I just really like, and I've used the Redken Blondage for a really long time, and they've upped their liters from $40 to $50, so it's pretty expensive, and I've got a lot of hair, so I tend to go through it relatively quickly. So I was just thinking, since I like the shampoo and conditioners that L'Oreal had sent me recently, I actually purchased several liters of the Elvive range, which is just really great. It's a great shampoo and conditioner, but it has a slight bit of purple to it, but not as strong as something when you want it to really tone your hair. So I thought I would try out some more hair products from the range because I liked the shampoos and conditioners they sent me so far. And this is a really nice shampoo. It does feel a little bit more drying than the Redken, and the conditioner in this same version is really lovely. Like, my hair is really soft and shiny, and I did put quite a bit more oil in it than maybe I normally would because it was freshly bleached, so I really wanted to get some hydration back into it. But I used a dry shampoo that I'll show you in a minute, just kind of on my part to kind of help out with that shine in the camera lens. But anyway, I think that these are really nice, but they don't grab onto the blonde hair and like slightly tint it with that purple hue like I like from the Redken. I put it on my fingers and just went over it like probably 10 minutes before I got in the shower to wash it, and then I went in with the shampoo full, some more, and lathered up and everything like that. And I knew when I went to wash the shampoo off my hands while it sat in there for 10 minutes, there wasn't any staining, and it was really like a smoothing feeling, kind of felt soapy shampoo, right? But it didn't have that dyeing effect on my skin, so I kind of right then and there knew my hair wasn't gonna take on that purple hue. And so this is just a little bit it's a little bit more yellowy blonde right now than I particularly like it. Even though it's pretty cool of a blonde, I still want to get a little bit more purple in it, so I'll go in with the Redken and kind of really try to tone into that purple, and then probably use this kind of in between and stuff like that, so that I don't get overly purple either. So anyway, I got the Everpure sulfate-free color care system from L'Oreal, and again, they are pretty nice, but they're not going to tint your hair or tone them as much as something like the Redken Blondage or something like the Perfect Blonde from Pravana, which is another range that I really like to get that purple in my hair. The oil that I repurchased is the Heritage with Argan Oil Elixir, and I bought 2 of them. They're like $8 at Walmart, and it's a really good hair oil. It's the closest thing that I came to finding something along the lines of the original one and only argan oil from Sally's. So this is what I put in my hair last night when I washed it, and I put it in pretty heavily again to kind of treat some of that freshly bleached hair, and I just really like it, and it's super affordable, nice packaging, really enjoy it. So because I like the oil so much, I decided to try out the Lazy Day Dry Shampoo. Soaks up oils to refresh hair in between washes. And I find that a lot of the times I like to use a dry shampoo a lot for filming because my shiny, healthier looking hair, and sometimes I go a little heavy on the oil, but through a lens it can just look a little bit too much. Too much oil, if you will. So I like to put it just in the spots that look a little bit too shiny, or I also like to use it if I want to really get a little bit more volume in the roots of my hair, is how I like it. So I used this right before I kind of hit the record and just put it in the roots and kind of went like this to it. And it kind of stands up a little bit, and it smells really nice. I don't have a lot of like white residue either, which is something I really like about this product thus far. A lot of them, like, you spray it on and like this poof of white goes over your hair. I didn't experience that with this one yet, and the mister is really fine. So far I've been pretty happy with this guy. I don't have a ton of massive experience with trying different shampoos. So take that with a grain of salt if you have tried a lot of them. Also from Heritage, I got the Under Control Stronger Hold Hairspray for a strong hold crunch-free formula. I just wanted to give it a try. Again, I've been enjoying the Heritage product, the oil that I got, so I wanted to try some more products in the range. So I haven't used this one just yet, but I have a feeling that I'm going to really like it, and I'll probably transition I'm guessing, from the Dove that I've been using for years to this one right here. It does say that this is sulfate, phthalate, paraben, silicone, gluten, aluminum, mineral oil free, color safe, cruelty free, and vegan on the bottle. And then I got 2 of the Sky Organics organic cotton rounds. These are 100% pure organic cotton, hypoallergenic, soft and durable design, sustainably grown, chlorine-free cotton rounds. And I have used the Shiseido squares for a really, really long time. And I realized even though those ones are such a lovely, like luxurious cotton, I enjoy a little bit of a texture on my cotton round when I use it with toner, because I feel like it gets just a little bit more of that excess skin off, and I like that feeling. And I kind of realized that when I would use the pre-soaked Pixie Glow Tonic pads, which I like to use for travel because those have a little bit of texture to them, and I liked that extra little bit of cleanliness, that how my skin felt from using it. And I feel like these kind of do that with the other toners that I have. So I've been using these for quite a while as well, and I really like them. Again, I get them at Walmart. Same thing with the Sky Organics organic cotton swabs, 100% pure organic cotton, chlorine-free, hypoallergenic, soft and durable design. I've been using these for a really long time as well. They're some of my favorite for both in the beauty room and also to use for your ears. In the moment when I was in Walmart, I was really wishing for a lip balm, and I knew that I didn't have one in my bag. So I grabbed this By Nature from New Zealand Manuka Honey Lip Balm infused with rich shea butter and vegan collagen. So this guy here is actually made in New Zealand, and this is what the bottle looks like. There's the package. I like things with Manuka honey in it. For a long time, I actually had a jar of Manuka honey that I'd mix a little bit in with my skincare, and I put it on my skin at night. I still do that every once in a while, but our family gets honey from bees that are sitting on our land, and so I use that because they say that if you use honey from bees that are in your area, it also helps with like allergies and stuff like that. But that's something that I've done for a really long time, is mix a dash of honey in with skincare. Anyway, I like the whole idea of Manuka honey, so I got this guy, and it does feel really nice on the lips, but I did notice that when I first started squeezing the product out, there were some little granules in there. So it might be something that's balling up a little bit, like one of the ingredients, but I felt like the more that I've used it, the less of those I had gotten. And it does have that honey or like that propolis smell to it as well. Not overbearing or anything like that, but you can kind of smell it. I was really enjoying myself going through the beauty aisles at Walmart the other day. So I grabbed one of these hard candy longwear eyeliner pencils. This color looked like it would be really nice. It's called Wink Wink. It's a 12-hour wear smudge proof pencil, 0.04 ounces of product, and it's made in China. I remember having these back in the day, and they stayed on really well, but they dried out really, really fast. So when I got this guy open, I went to go put it on, and the product smushed into the rest of the packaging. So that kind of told me that it was already drying out. And I just used it today. I did go over it with the Kat Von D green because I wasn't caring for how it looked on the waterline. But that's how much I had to sharpen off till I got the product to stop moving down into the pencil. So that's quite a bit of product that already dried out. I will swatch it for you, but I'm not crazy about this color. And I did go over it with the, like I said, the KVD pomade in the green, and I still have this on, and it is wearing a little bit on the outer corner, so I think it's because this was kind of a base for the KVD, because I usually don't have a lot of wear, especially that quickly with the KVD pomade by itself. So I'm not confident that by itself it's going to last really long on the waterline either, but I was kind of hopeful. So anyway, that is the hard candy, what did I say, longwear eyeliner, and the shade is called Wink Wink. I also got a couple products from LA Girl. I got their neon gel eyeliner in Swell, which is a blue shade, and I wiped my waterline off yesterday and put this on, and it wore pretty good. Again, not as long as the KVD pomade, but for as tired as I was and as much as I had yawned, which always takes a toll on my waterline eyeliner, it wore okay for, I would say, about 6 hours. So it did get a little bit of migration on the inner corner. I love the color. It's nice and creamy. But I do wish it didn't migrate into the inner corner, but it had a decent wear time, I would say. So that is the LA Colors Neon Gel Liner in Swell right there. I also grabbed this liquid eyeliner. It said thin tip brush on it, so that's kind of what intrigued me because I love a thin tipped brush eyeliner with the inkwell, and this is what this has. So LA Colors again, and this is in black. And I really like this. This is the eyeliner that I've got on today, and if I were to compare it to the Super Precise eyeliner from Essence, which I've been using for years, I would say that the brush tip on the LA Colors one is a little bit more fine. So when you pull it out of the inkwell, there isn't quite as much product on it as the Essence one because it's a finer brush. So I do have to go into the inkwell a little bit more to kind of finish off my wing. But the black is really nice and inky, and you can get a really nice fine point pretty easily, in my opinion, for a brush. There's also twice as much product in the LA Colors one as the Essence, and this is like, I think, $2, and the Essence one is still really affordable as well. I think it's $3 or $4, but 0.1 fluid ounce in the Essence, and then 0.22 in the LA Colors. So this is what the brush on this one looks like. This is the LA Colors one. Right there, so you can see it's pretty nice and fine. And then I'll just swatch for what it's worth the Essence one, which is, again, is one that I've been using for a super long time. I would say that the LA Colors one is more matte in its finish. The Essence one isn't like super shiny, but it isn't as flat matte as the LA Colors eyeliner. So far so good on that too for $2. I also grabbed another Shea Moisture African Black soap with oats, aloe, and vitamin E. This is my favorite soap to wash my makeup brushes, both natural and synthetic, and this is what I use every single morning when I wash my sponge, like the what do I got here? This is the Wet n Wild one. And I use this soap to wash my sponge every single morning, and it's a product I've been using for a super long time. Just really, really good. Shea Moisture makes really good soaps in general for, I feel like, cleaning brushes and sponges and stuff like that. So I grabbed another one of those because I'm down to just the littlest piece. They also had the e.l.f. Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener inside of Walmart, which I seen this in Ulta, and they were out of, like, I think every single shade when I seen it. So I was happy to find it inside Walmart. So this is the shade Fair, and I was a little nervous that they were calling it the putty type of, you know, product, because those are a little bit more silicone-y in my opinion. I was hoping that this was going to be a bit more like a creamy concealer, and it is. It's infused with squalene and hyaluronic acid. There's 0.14 ounces of product in here, and it's made in China. Again, the shade that I have is Fair, and this is actually the product that I've got underneath my eyes today as a concealer, and that's all I've got on. And I would say it's a light to medium coverage. It's not super buildable, so I've actually liked this best when I've mixed it with a concealer that's a little bit lighter. I think that the tones that it gives is really nice, and there's something about the formula of this that's just really comfortable and hydrating feeling around the eyes. Again, it's the only product that I have around my eyes today. It does deepen just a little bit, so for Fair, if you were to use it by itself, it could be just a little bit more light, but like, I think you can even see right there just how creamy it is. Like, think kind of like the Becca under eye corrector, similar to that, but there isn't as much sheen or sparkle in this one compared to the Becca one. It does have like some luminance to it, but it's not like sparkly or anything. Nice pink tone. So again, I've been enjoying it most, like mixing it with concealers, but it's a really, really lovely product from e.l.f. So that is their new Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener in Fair is the shade that I got. And again, it's infused with squalene and hyaluronic acid. The hyaluronic acid scared me a little bit, but I haven't experienced any dryness. I've actually felt like my under eyes feel more hydrated with it on. So, and then I grabbed two lip products from Maybelline. I got their Color Sensational lip liner in 105 Nude Whisper, and I felt like I had tried this before or had it already, but I couldn't find it, so I must not. But this is a really nice lip liner. It's called Nude Whisper again, and it could be just a little bit lighter of a nude, but it glides on really, really nice, and it has a lovely longevity without it being like this super liney wear off, if that makes sense. So it's got a twist up end, and it just glides on super, super nice. like really, really lovely nude lip liner. So that's the Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in 105 Nude Whisper right there. And the lipstick that I got is 920 Nude Lust, and it's a cream. And this formula from Maybelline was my favorite lipstick formula at the drugstore. I had like so many shades of their lipstick, and they used to launch limited edition collections. I remember it was a spring collection and they came out with like almost pastel-y pinks and oranges and lavenders. Oh my gosh, I just loved those colors. They don't really seem to do that anymore. And I've never had this shade in Nude Lust, so I think they've came out with some other shades in the more permanent range that they have now, but I really wish that they would kind of revisit those bright light kind of nude pinks, lavenders, peaches and stuff like that, because this formula is really nice. I know a lot of people don't like the smell of them. They do smell quite like a sweet lipsticky scent, and like I said, I've heard some people say they really don't like the smell of it. Like a sweet lipsticky Play-Doh-y scent is the best way that I could describe it. But I don't mind it, and I don't feel like they taste or anything like that. But that's a pretty nice little nude lip combo right there from Maybelline. Again, the lipstick is 920 Nude Lust, and it's a cream finish. And then I apparently didn't learn my lesson with the larger new cardboard Too Faced palettes, because I got one of their smaller 8 pans from their holiday collection. And this is the Popcorn Balls Bite Size Eyeshadow Palette. Again, this is from Too Faced. This is what the box packaging looks like. There are 8 eyeshadows in here that are 0.04 ounces per shade, and it's bulk made in the USA, assembled in the Dominican Republic. So it's got that same cardboard packaging as their like Cosmic something palette, and then their last Pancakes one where it's like an inlay inside of there. And I don't know, I liked the color story, and there was something about this one that looked a little bit prettier than the other ones, and I can say that I have enjoyed this one more than those larger ones. I feel like the formula in here is a little bit nicer, especially when it comes to these shiny, sparkly shades. They're not as dry feeling as the ones in those other 2 palettes I was referencing, and it's a one and done for me. And I love this orange and brown combination for the crease. I still wish that they would have never gotten rid of their tin packaging, because it just felt a little bit more luxe, and it like was cohesive with the rest of the palettes that they have. But and then the bottom row here, yeah, I think I used 6 shades when I used this palette, and again, I really enjoyed the look, and the mattes blended out super well as too. I was going to say super well as well, but I think you can kind of even see those shiny shades there. They just have a little bit more pizzazz and a little bit more shine than some of those other ones in those larger palettes. Those 2, like I said, it's like Pancakes, and the other one is Cosmic something. But that guy right there is the Popcorn Balls palette, and I believe there is a couple holiday sets and another 8 pan that's out there, but I think this might be this might be the only one that I'm going to get. Another item I got when I was in Walmart is the Covergirl Clean Invisible Loose Powder, and I got it in Translucent Fair 105. There's 18 grams or 0.63 ounces of product in here, and this one is made in the USA. It says with imported parts. So this product right here, and I think this has been out for a while, but I was looking for kind of like a talc-free, more natural type of powder that was relatively affordable, a decent amount of product, kind of from the drugstore. And I really like the formula of this. It's the powder that I've got on my face today. It almost has like a blurring effect to it. The packaging is a pretty kind of cheap plastic, which is fine, because I think this was like $11, and it doesn't twist on you, just like smash the cap on to have it stay. So I would be a little bit nervous about traveling with this because it might pop out. And the color itself could be a little bit more translucent. I feel like there's the slightest bit of coverage with this product, and it has the slightest bit of a neutral borderline yellow undertone. And once I get all my color makeup on my face, I don't feel like I really see that kind of tone to the powder. I think it looks fine, but it would be nice if there was like this formula in like a pink version. That would be great. But this, from what I can see, this is the lightest shade that they have. I think that if you go in heavy-handed, you can get a little bit thicker, but for the most part, it's a pretty nice powder. It's not like the thinnest powder in the world, but it's not thick and cakey unless you were to like grab it on your brush with too much on there and go directly on like a real kind of tacky spot on your face. Then I could see it possibly getting a little cakey, but I've been impressed with it. I've been wearing it for the past couple days and I think that it looks really nice. So that is the Covergirl, what did I say, clean, right? Clean Invisible Loose Powder, talc and fragrance free, and the shade that I got is 105 right there, Translucent Fair, that guy right there. I also picked up one of the new Tarte holiday sets, and this is the Tarte All Stars Amazonian Clay Collector's Set. 4 new eye and face palettes. I just really liked the look of like all the products that were in here. It was $54, and this one here is also made in Taiwan, which is the same place that their larger man-eater palettes were made. And the formula that are in those larger palettes, I think I hauled one last week, is super, super nice. These have got that same lovely formula. So it's this set right here, and those are the products in there. And I'll start with the Glamazon Amazonian Clay Face Palette because I do have the blush and bronzer from this palette on my face. So there are 3 products in here that are 0.07 ounces each. And again, it's made in Taiwan. It's got a nice, hard, decent packaging. Feels really nice. The highlighter, it's borderline too deep. I can make it work if I really buff it out, but it's really pretty. The shine is stunning. The blush has got a little bit of a sheen to it, and the bronzer is like a satin, I would say. And I've got, again, those two, the blush and the bronzer, on my face today, and they blended out really, really nice. I was like, what is that noise? It's rain. It just started raining here. So that is the Glamazon palette. And then we've got the 6-pan Maracuja Juicy eyeshadow palette. Each one of these are 0.035 ounces per shade. And they're just really, really pretty. Tarte has it going on with this formula that they have. It's very, very nice. And then these two. So that one is the Maracuja Juicy. And then we've got the Tartelette, and this has also got the same amount of product in it. And then these next two. So that one is the Tartelette. I also forgot to mention the packaging is different on them all, so you can differentiate between them, which I also really like. This fourth one is the Tartelette Starlight palette. This has got the same amount of product as well, and this is such a pretty one. Like, such foily pretty shades. I'm trying to fit them all on one arm here. And then these two. Right here. So that guy there is the Tartelette Starlight palette. And those are all the shades together in the kit. I mean, nothing new in terms of the shades we've seen from Tarte. The formula is really nice. I do really like this new formula they've come out with. And again, that is the Tarte All Stars Amazonian Clay Collector's Set right there. And that is everything that I got and that I purchased this week. I did get in some lovely PR packages. I was so excited to get this because I'm just head over heels for a lot of Odin's eyeshadows. So they collabed again with Angelica Nyquist here on YouTube, and they came out with 2 palettes and some lip products. So I've got that collection to share with you guys, and this is actually out on their website right now. Like, look at how cool the box is. Inside there were these 2 little bag charms as well. They're like little plushies that you can clip on something, which are really cute. The collection came with 5 lip products. 2 are these moussey matte lip products that they have that blurring effect, and then 3 of them are the glow lip glosses, one of which I've got on my lips today with just a lip liner that I outlined my lips with, which is what is this one? Soul Matte Filling Gel Lip Liner from Morphe in my Boo. It's just a really good yellow based nude, which goes well with kind of my look today. So the lip gloss that I have on, which actually feels kind of like a lip gloss oil hybrid, which I do like. It feels like comfortable and nourishing. It does have a bit of tack to it, however, so I know not everybody likes like a tackiness to it, but it definitely is there. But again, it feels so comfortable on the lips. Like I feel like there's a treatment on there. So the shade that I've got on is the Radioactive shade, which is like this yellow. And I'll put just a little bit more on so you can kind of see it in full opacity. And I don't have any base on my actual lips. I just have that liner lined on the outside perimeter, so you can kind of see what it looks like right there. So again, this is Radioactive, and they have like a slight sweet scent to them, but it's not too much or anything like that. And the packaging is super cool. So that is the lip gloss in Glow Radioactive. And then these other 2 are the shines. So they're like a cream with no like visible sparkles in it. So this one here is Spectral. Right there. So that one is Spectral. And then we have got the shade Quicksand, which is a yellow kind of brown. So that one is Quicksand, and those are the 3 new lip glosses right there. And these next 2 are the matte lipsticks. So not like a liquid lipstick where it's like bulletproof on the lips. It's one of those silicone formulas where you can like use your finger to really blur out the product, and it does do a blurring effect. I'll kind of show that to you when I swatch them. So we've got this one here is the Matte Swamp Fog. So this is Swamp Fog right there. And then we've got Shadow Creature right here. So this one is Shadow Creature right there. And then I will blur them out with my finger so you can kind of see that effect that they give. And with lip products like this here, this is how I like to use them. I like to put some product on and then use my finger to really blur them out on the lips. And you can just really see, even while I'm doing this, the effect that it gives. Like it's a blurring effect for sure, you know. So those are the 5 lip products in the collection right there. I forgot to show the ribbon that was inside of there as well. That's what also comes in the collection. And then I forgot to read the little card here. So it says, "Happy Halloween, beautiful. I am so proud and excited for you to try out round 2 of my collaboration with Odin's Eye. We worked so hard on these pieces to bring you the most amazing collection for Halloween. Thank you for your support. I hope you'll love our goodies." And then it says Angelica on there. So there are 2 palettes in the collection, and when I first saw these, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna love these as much as last year's holiday launch, which since these are a Halloween launch, I'm hopeful that they're also going to do a holiday launch. Those palettes from last year's holiday were so nice. Angelica's palette, her first collaboration that she did, is really nice as well, and so are Odin's Eye's most recent kind of gemstone palettes. Just a stunning formula. It's very hard for me to want to put down Odin's Eye's palettes, and these ones are no exception. I've worn them several times. I'll start off with the Trick or Treat palette, which is actually the palette that's on my eyes today, and both of these palettes are standalone for me, and I just feel like the combinations with the colors in the color stores are so unique, and you can come out with so many just pretty looks. There isn't a combination of colors in either of these palettes that I've used together that I haven't loved. So there's a sleeve that comes on each palette that mimics the actual packaging, and there's a total of 21 grams or 0.74 ounces of product, and these are made in China. There are 16 eyeshadows in here. It's got that like soft matte packaging, and can we just look at the artwork? It is so pretty. It is so pretty. And then that is what the mirror looks like. I'm trying not to kind of blind you there. So again, this is the palette that I've got on my eyes today. Some of the shades are like that more spongy texture, like this green one. I think you can kind of see the dip that's in there. It's got that kind of a spongy situation to it. So I like to use a more stiff flat shader or either my finger to use that shade because it can be a little bit harder to pick up. But the green, like the bright green color of the actual shadow is so pretty. It's like a green blue kind of duochrome to it. So, and the sparkles in some of these, oh my gosh, I just love them. There are little embossings in a lot of the shades, which I think I've worn away most of them because again, I've been wearing them, but they're just really, really nice. They're pigmented, they blend out really well. The fallout is very minimal. And then this next row. And then this row. It's palettes like these that have kind of made me not purchase as much like luxury makeup, like what I used to I still buy pieces from like Chanel and Dior and stuff like that, but not as much as I used to because I like these like shadows and stuff so much better, you know? And I mean, Chanel and Dior and all that isn't cheap either, but I just want to use these as opposed to those, so why buy them, you know? There is a new Dior palette with this beautiful packaging, like, that I'm eyeballing. We'll see if I end up picking it up, though, because I'll probably buy it and want to wear this one instead, you know what I mean? That packaging is super pretty. Like, such a beautiful, beautiful color story. I just love both of them. So this one here, again, is the Trick or Treat palette. And this is the one that I've got on my eyes today. And then the second palette is the Little Ghost eyeshadow palette. Again, this one also comes with a sleeve. Same amount of product in this one, 0.74 ounces, and it's also made in China. And that is across 16 shades. So let me show them next to each other so you can see that they're just a little bit different color. Again, appreciate the differences in the packaging so you can tell which one you are grabbing for, which Odin's Eye does pretty well. And this is another color story. It's stunning. It is super, super stunning. There's the mirror. And then here are your shades. Standalone for me as well. Any color combination looks so pretty. And you wouldn't think to like mix like these some of these like periwinkles with purples or oranges, but together there's something about them that just, it comes out unique because of the color story, you know? And I appreciate that uniqueness for sure. And then this next row. And then this row here. Kind of got some periwinkle purple blues in here, which are really pretty. Yeah, they just did a stellar, stellar job on the color stories. Oh. And then this last row. I think I got some residue from that other palette that I wiped off, but just beautiful. Super, super beautiful. So that one right there, again, is the Little Ghost palette. And just a massive thank you to Odin's Eye and Angelica for sending these over, and a huge congratulations to Angelica on her second collab with Odin's Eye. And then lastly, I got a PR package from What's Up Beauty, and when they emailed me and I seen the promo for these products, I kind of just gasped because both the packaging and the product itself looks so pretty. Now these launch on Friday, and so I wanted to bring them up in this video because I think that these have got the potential for sure to sell out. And of course I don't do my videos till Saturday, so it'd be the 29th of September is when these come out. So they came out with the Serengeti highlighters, talc-free, clean, cruelty-free, vegan, moisturizing ingredients, 2 colors in 1 pan, mix both for a 3rd color. I've just been mixing them when I've been using them. And the card also says that they are donating a portion of sales to the Serengeti Cheetah Project of Tanzania, which again, that's something that I always love. So this is the promo card, which is very pretty. Each highlighter is 6.25 grams or 0.22 ounces of product, and these are made in China. So this is the box packaging. And then the actual packaging is so pretty. It's like got this like opal kind of inlay look to it on the front. That's what the back looks like. So this first one is Safari Sunset. This is the deeper of the two, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be too deep for me, but this is the highlighter that I've got on my face today. And I think it's a great one for a little bit more subtle or less bright highlighter on my skin tone. If you have a little bit deeper skin tone, I think it's going to pop a little bit more. But this formula is like a baked gelée as well, and it is so smooth. So I initially went into it with the brush that I'll show you here in a minute as well, that came with the collection, kind of heavy because baked gelée products can be a little bit stiff, right? These ones are not made in Italy, however. They are made in China and they're softer. So I actually picked up quite a bit of product and I was like, oh. So I went on a little bit strong, but the formula is so soft and so pretty. There aren't any visible like chunks of glitter or sparkle or anything like that. It's just very smooth shimmer or shine to them. And I've kind of ruined the embossing a little bit, but you can kind of see it's so pretty. Like, I think that I want to get backups because they've got such pretty embossing and such pretty packaging too. So let's swatch the lighter pink and then kind of the champagne. I do feel like on my skin tone, they're so soft, you guys. They're so soft. On my skin tone, they do go on a little bit darker than they initially look in the pan here. So those are the 3 potential shades that you can get out of there. I just mixed them, so it would be the 3rd swatch. Here's what I've kind of got showing up on my skin, which is this guy right here. And I think you can kind of even see in these swatches the smooth shine that these give. So a little bit different compared to those real glittery, sparkly highlighters I've been wearing. Like the Blend Bunny Noctilucent palette is the one that comes to mind, which is very high shine sparkly. These are like a more smooth, sophisticated shine product. So if you like a highlighter that has shine to it but it's not over the top, I think that this is something that you'll really like. So again, this is Safari Sunset right here, and this is the one that I've got as a highlighter on my highlight points on my face today. And then the other shade is Wild Acacia, and this one is definitely light enough for me. It is so pretty. So the cheetah there is white, and then the outskirt part is that pink shade. It's so hard to like mess up the embossing because it's so pretty. Yeah, but like for like a baked gelée product, these are so soft, like so soft. So that one right there is Wild Acacia. Hopefully I didn't butcher Acacia. I think that's how you say it. But these are so nice. What's Up Beauty is over there just doing super fabulous things, let me tell you. And then they're also launching a face brush. This is the highlighter brush R201, and this is a natural bristle brush that's handmade in Japan. I liken the What's Up Beauty brushes to all the other handmade Japanese makeup brushes that I have in my collection. The quality is so there. They're very reminiscent of Koyudo, Hakuhodo, Chikuhodo, all of those handmade Japanese makeup brushes. Very, very nice quality, and I don't feel for the quality that you're getting in a brush like this that they're that expensive either. I think I've seen that this one here is going to be $40, or like Refer, think of like Refer brushes as well. So I used this brush today to put on highlighter, and it worked really well. It's circular all the way around, and then it comes to a point. And it's just a really lovely brush. So this is launching with the highlighters as well. Again, these launch on Friday. I'll put, I think I'll have to look on their Instagram and I'll find out what time, and I'll put it down below so you guys know. I'll be one of them probably jumping on the launch too, because I want backup so that I can keep the embossing pristine. But a huge thank you to What's Up Beauty for sending me over their latest up and coming launch. They're just beautiful products, beautiful, beautiful products. And that is everything that I have for my haul today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.